Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Vanessa here speaking, and today I'm going to show to you how to make rings out of a Yakult bottle. So anyway, take note guys that by this project you need a lot of stuff guys, okay? First of all, you will need a steel. Forgot what it's called, but it's something to actually size your ring. Okay, that's what you need to have. You also need a heat gun. You also need a chopping board or protector so that you may not actually mess up with your table or your space. And also you'll be needing a protector of your nose because actually it smells bad if ever you're actually heating up plastic. Okay, so remember that a good bottle is made out of plastic. Okay, so anyway, also you will be needing a baking tray. So anyway, of course, protector as well, another protector. So protector for your hand so that you may not actually accidentally cut your finger while you are actually cutting some parts of this bottle. You also need a scissors and also a blade or a cutter. Alright, so that's all that you need. Okay, though there's a lot of material, so if ever you guys wants to make it something that's very special, some of you may be needing some resin. UV resin will be enough. Okay, so anyway, with that being said, okay, I know that you're overwhelmed by a lot of materials, but to be honest, it's kind of fun to make, okay, and you can actually try it with some of the plastic bottles that you have at your house. Okay, anyway, that's it, I think, for the materials. So let's begin on by making this project. Alright, so for the first part, we're going to cut a portion of the Yakult bottle. So by that, you'll be needing something to protect your left hand if ever you're right-handed, and if ever you're left-handed, of course, protection for your right hand. Really depends on how you will do this procedure. So in this part, I'll be using my cutter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut this portion. Anyway, let's begin to cut. Oops. So I was able to cut this part, okay, and save this one if ever you will be using it for some project. Okay, it can be useful as well. Alright, and anyway, so let's cut this portion here. Okay, so forgot you can actually do this. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to cut in this part. Forgot that you can actually use the scissors during this time, and simply just cut this part. It's okay even if it's not that perfect for that time being. The scissors not that sharp anymore. Okay. So it's kind of difficult to cut if ever you have a scissors that's not sharp anymore. So I'm just going to use my cutter for this part. Okay. It's okay if it's that's not that perfect. Okay, can't hardly speak. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, let's cut it out. Okay. So look what happened. Okay. Alright, so for this part, we're going to cut this properly, guys, since this is not that good, right? So for that, I'm going to remove my gloves. It's safe not to wear that, because I'll be using my scissors to cut. So I think I'll be making smaller version. So if ever your ring size is 5, it's okay if ever you will have at least 3 Yakults indicated here. So if your ring is size 5, so for size 5 it fits here at the point finger for thin people, okay, like me. And if ever you want it this way, obviously you need shorter parts, so I will just give it a try for, let's say, and until the yak part. Maybe, or you. I'll try it. The U. Until the U. I will try to make for my ring finger. So anyway, let's see if this size is okay. I think it's okay. Anyway, now let's cut the other part of the Yakult. So with that, I have to wear again my protection gloves. And cut this part. If ever you want to make something that's bigger like this one. But my problem with this one, actually, it rolls like this, and that's really a problem. And if ever that's a failure, it looks like this. Okay, so I think it's kind of like that, because I tried many times and still the same result, as you can see here. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So maybe for a masculine that can be a good ring. So anyway, obviously we need a bigger cut or portion. So for that, let's cut. I think I'll begin first at the bottom. There you go. And this part can be recycled, but maybe someday I might. Okay, and anyway, let's now cut this part. So for that, let's go ahead and find the middle part. So this will be the middle part. So let's cut it. Then let's go ahead and cut. Use our scissors. So for that one, I think this is not needed, okay, since I'm not using my cutter anymore. And let's go ahead and cut. Oh my gosh, this is kinda hard, especially that my scissors is not that sharp anymore. It's because I've been using my scissors in a lot of projects, and that's why it's kind of like this already. Anyway, don't worry, I have spare scissors, the one that I use for resin art. Maybe I will replace these scissors with that. So you just have to be careful, because some pieces here on top is actually can hurt your fingers, so you have to be careful. So anyway, this can be used if ever you want to use that, okay, because with this part, actually it's very useful, because you can actually make another ring for that. So this is how it looks like if you will melt it using a heat gun. And it's so far so big for my hand, and I think you can make some adjustment, and actually you can make a good design with this one, because this is the result. As you can see, it's white, and I didn't color this one. It's naturally appear like this if ever you will hit this one. So anyway, let's begin to make a ring using this area here. So I'm going to cut this area again. Oops, sorry. Oh, I forgot to actually make this curve, the end part, so that it will have a good finish. And do the same here once that you're done, but I'm still shaping it. Oops, sorry again. Alright, So obviously this is smaller than the other, so this is kind of like masculine size. So far I failed with this one because I did this one and the other area is so big, you know. It's size 5'2", as you can see. So far this is a trial and error part, and since it folds like this way, if ever you will actually cut this way, like there's a bigger or wider cut, right? So all you have to do is cut it is in a much more thinner than what I used to do. So oops, that jumped. I will just go ahead and cut until here, so that it won't be like that again. So just cut. Pardon the noise, guys. I'm not alone at my house. So anyway, so that one, where did I stop before? So I got in the manufacture part. I didn't work well, so I think what I'm going to do is just cut this until manufacture part or manufact. Let's see. Yeah, I got until manufacture before, and that's a huge gap there. Just cut the manufacture part. There you go. And with this one, I think I'll cut until this part. So I'm just eyeing the measurements. Good luck with that. Okay. Before I actually size this one by this small part, this is what I did before. Okay, I put the smaller part on the top and then I cut it. Okay, so that they will be of the same size. But the problem here is that the finished product is not the same size, as you can see. Very different at the end part. So this is the fun part now, that we're going to use a heat gun to make this as rings. Okay, so with this one, I'm not going to actually give you the actual sound of the heat gun, because obviously heat guns has annoying sounds and I don't want to annoy you guys. Okay, so anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and heat these little babies here. So on this part, we have to wear protection for our nose, because the smell of the burning plastic isn't good for our lungs, so you have to protect your nose. At the same time, in this part of our procedure, we will be needing the tray already. Okay, so here is the baking tray, and make sure that there's what they call this, walls at the side. I don't know what's called. Okay, pardon. So that, you know, your piece may not fly out elsewhere. Okay, and yeah, with that being said, let's proceed on by heating our goodies here. Okay. Alright, so I was able to do this, okay. Very nice rings. And this one is for masculine. Alright, and I kind of messed things up. I think I need a little more practice with that. So if you like, you can actually add UV resin on top here in this part. And it's better for you to use UV resin so that you can do one by one part. And yeah, and you can actually apply different designs. Can be you will just use this one as your base. That can be. And of course, you can also recycle some parts of the Yakult, like this one and this. Just be creative. You can actually draw something else here and color it in a different colors. Okay. So anyway, I hope that this project gave you some idea. Okay, especially if you're dating, you know, you can give this to your lover. I don't know if they will like it, but at least, you know, people appreciate stuff that was handmade. Okay, so I hope that this project may give you some inspiration. And anyway, by that being said, thank you for watching and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye.